Welcome to US Classic Muscle Cars. Please enjoy the next video. Hi, I have someone very special to introduce. This is my father, Matt, and this is his 1929 Packard. Can you please tell the fans a little bit about the car?
Yes, this is, like she says, a 29 Packard. It's a model 640, custom made, 7-passenger sedan. I've had the car about 6 years now. Done a lot of scrounging on parts that it needed, a lot of cleanup, replated the radiator shell, had a new radiator made for it.
Look at that detail, it's incredible, isn't it? I noticed that you have that emblem on your shirt.
Yep.
And that emblem represents what?
The goddess of speed. That was Packard's mascot.
Oh wow. And then how did you become interested in this type of car?
Me and my brothers, we fooled around with old cars since probably about 1975. We had a 25 Buick, 26 Chevy, and then the opportunity came to get this car. So I couldn't pass it up.
There you go. How many miles on this car?
This car is 19,000 original miles. The story on this car is that the original owner, he took possession of it in 1929. He owned a foundry in New York. And as you know, the stock market crashed, and he felt very uneasy about driving a brand new Packard with laying people off at his foundry. So he put the car up in storage back in 1931, and it stayed in storage to 1965. And then a gentleman from Canada, he was visiting his relatives in New York, and they always heard stories about the old car in the garage. And he approached the guy's daughter, and he bought it. Then he went to a gas station in town, and they let him use one of the engine bays for a week. And needed a valve job and a lot of other things to get it running. And they got it running, and then drove it back into Northwest Canada on an 1,800-mile trip.
What a story.
And I have the original newspaper article. Newspaper did a little article on the guy that he was bought this old car and going to drive it back into Canada.
Look at these running boards. As you know, they just...
Yep, those I just redid the matting and had chrome plating. I could show you the interior on it.
What is so unique is the right here, the shades.
Yeah, and I'll give you a view from the back here.
Okay.
And sitting in the back, you got all that room and everything. It's like sitting in your living room.
That's incredible. Have you won many awards with it, or just?
I won about 4 awards so far. I haven't had it out. I've been working on it quite a bit.
Okay. Can you tell us about these huge wheels?
Well, those are called the artillery wheels. They had spoke wheels made of metal, and then they also had wooden ones, I guess. But these here are artillery wheels, they call them.
Okay. And how does the car drive?
Oh, it drives beautifully. It's like sitting in your living room. It's just floating. And with the big wheels and the weight of the car, though, there's really no turning that wheel unless you're really moving this car.
Okay. And what's the weight of the car with this?
Off the top of my head, I think I'm going to say 4,800 pounds.
Okay.
I'm really not sure.
And what type of engine does it have?
It has a straight 8 Packard in it.
Okay. That's in great shape.
Yeah, it was a lot of work to get it to look like this.
I bet. How many of these are left in the community?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
And can you tell us about the size of the engine?
The engine size, I believe it's a 384 cubic inch, and I think it's 105 horsepower, from what I remember on it.
And was this the original paint to the car?
They tell me the black is original. The burgundy was painted on in 1972. The car originally was all black. One of the previous owners back in '72, he, I guess you could say he started the restoration on it a little bit, and he painted all the burgundy, and he did have some chrome plating done to it.
Right. And did you ask, did I ask you how many miles are on the car?
Yes, 19,000 now.
And are these ladies going to put how many more miles on it?
Well, if they want, they could put a couple more thousand on, but they're afraid of the car.
That is so neat. Let me swing around front.
Sure.
And what was the most difficult part of a car to restore?
Well, actually the radiator shell was. I had to redo the radiator because it was all clogged, and I had to have a new core made in England for it.
Oh, really? Wow.
And the shell itself was in nice shape, but as long as I had it off, I wanted to get it replated. But it was hard to find a plater. I went to two platers on it, and they screwed it up, and I kept redoing the metal work on it, and finally I took it to a place northwest side of Chicago called Finishing Touch, and they did just an amazing job on it.
Oh, there you go. And then I noticed that the roof has what on top of that?
Those are all the little nails. That's all woodwork underneath the metal, and that roof is all original.
Wow. All right. See, okay, I'm going to stop right there for a moment.
Thanks for watching.
Please subscribe.
Please, please, please subscribe. We appreciate it.